Oh hi, I'm the heretic. Today is something special. Evidently, millennials in the West are opting out of children in perhaps the most drastic and probably permanent way: sterilization. Today's article comes from Vice. I'll have a link to the description if you want to read. Anyways, let's do this. So it begins with Caitlin from Philadelphia. What are her reasons for sterilization? Health issues? Religious or cultural reasons? Nope. Kids are just annoying and germy and gross. I love how the article refutes its own reasoning 2 sentences later. Most adults don't grow out at this stage either. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Now apparently, 1 in 5 women in the UK don't have children. This is up from 1 in 10 in 2010. Now, I'm going to have to give some context here because the article won't cite its source. After some digging, I found a Pew Research Center study from 2010. The research is probably still sound, but to put it more precisely, of the women whom from the age of fertility to menopause, which is the point where women can no longer get pregnant, 10% did not have children in 1976, rising to 18%, clearly showing an upward trend in women, for whatever reason, aren't having children in America. Hold up a second. The Vice article has this line: today, 1 in 5 British women will not have kids, up from 1 in 10 in the 1970s. While the study has this line: nearly 1 in 5 American women spends her childbearing years without having born a child, compared to 1 in 10 in the 1970s. Did I find the wrong study? Did the Vice author make a mistake? I don't know. They didn't cite their sources. So I'll just use this Pew Research article. Now anyways, as an anarcho-capitalist, I want you to do whatever you want if it doesn't violate the non-aggression principle, like getting yourself sterilized, even if all you want is sex without consequences. Now, according to the Vice article, in the UK, the NHS pays for these procedures. You hear that? You Brits are forced to pay for some autistic douchebag's ball twisting whether you like it or not. I should also mention that the Vice article references a documentary done about millennials in the UK sterilizing themselves. Now, I recommend you don't watch it, as it's both disgusting and incredibly cringy. Can you say clips of vasectomy procedure done on camera? I'll put it in the description nonetheless, but seriously, don't watch it. But the SparkNotes version goes something like this: I don't want kids because of reasons. Now, in all fairness, some of these reasons actually make sense. For example, one woman is exhausted all the time. She has a medical condition and she takes medications to simply be able to function. The medication would interfere with her pregnancy, meaning to carry to term, she'd have to be off the medication for 9 months. Even assuming the child could survive with a weakened mother. Even so, she still might not have the energy to raise the child. Maybe sterilization's a little drastic, but it makes some sense. But then you got this, thing. Clips from the documentary. Hit it!
It was time to meet the young person who got me looking into this subculture in the first place.
Hello.
I first met Andy online. Andy chooses not to identify as a specific gender, so has asked to be referred to as they.
Oh, we're off to a wonderful start.
I went to see Andy the night before the sterilization.
Ooh. Hello, kitty cat. What's the cat's name?
Pepe.
Peppy. Yeah. Hello, Peppy. Why are you doing this? What's motivated you?
Does it matter? Look at her. Just look at her.
I don't know. I just feel like I shouldn't be having children, and I don't want to, mental health problems and things like that. And I just don't want to have to pass things on. I don't know. And obviously the work that I do, I just don't want to accidentally fall pregnant. That would be awful.
And what kind of work do you do?
I'm a sex worker.
Ugh. Oh, no. Ugh.
You've got, My Pony.
My Little Pony. And
My
stuff.
Little Pony. You've got Mr. Squidgy there in the middle. I mean, they're dolls and ponies. It's something that children have. And yet, tomorrow, you're getting permanently sterilized.
Yeah. I'm like a 5-year-old child in an adult body.
Wait.
I'm a sex worker. I'm like a 5-year-old child. I'm a sex worker. I'm like a 5-year-old child.
I'm a sex worker.
Like a 5-year-old child.
What is your major malfunction?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I had a really difficult childhood, and for most of it, I wasn't able to be a child. So I kind of I'm reliving my childhood, but as an adult.
Do you talk to your mum?
No. My mum disowned me. So no, I don't have a mother.
Andy, do you think, the trauma that you experienced when you were younger has anything to do with the fact that you don't want children?
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. I wouldn't want to have kids and they go through like the same experiences that I've been through, 100%.
Oh, now it all comes together. This is just conjecture, but her childhood was clearly abusive. Sexually abusive, probably. That's why she can be a sex worker and a child with no cognitive dissonance. That's what her childhood was actually probably like. But she knows enough about how wrong it was that she wants to protect her possible future children from the abuse she suffered. But let's be honest here. She needs therapy, not sterilization.
Yeah, it means I can get on with my sexual misadventures and not have to pay any prices for it.
This is as honest as it gets. Whatever nonsense people will come up about their made-up mental illnesses are just after-the-fact justifications for avoiding the consequences of their hedonistic lifestyles. In 40 years, what will they think about what they did? Who goes to their deathbed wishing, I wish I had done more for my career, or I wish I got sterilized sooner? No, it's always about parenting. Let's not even go 40 years. How about 10? What will they think about their decisions 10 years from now when all their friends have happy families of their own, when they have nobody for company except for cats? They'll be miserable. But I am conflicted here. I want people to be happy and to be able to do whatever they want. But when I see pictures of people like this, at the top of the Vice article, I see her and I think to myself, do I really want them to have kids? There's enough crazy people in this world with crazy parents. Thank you for not adding to the problem. Let's end this video with a Martin Luther King Jr. quote from the I Have a Dream speech.
I have a dream that one day, down in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers.
According to the New York Times, no!
I'm a sex worker. I'm like a 5-year-old child.